Okay, guys, this is the final for the week. The final training I'm going to do is probably the most powerful one, probably the one that you want to really buckle down, take notes, and kind of figure this thing out and see the true power of having multiple companies for funding purposes and for just creating multiple streams of income. But this is the one where this is going to take you over the top. I think this video is going to share with you some strategies and some techniques that you can use to duplicate yourself. Okay, it's good to have a great thriving company. I'm talking about one singular company. Okay, if you guys own a franchise like McDonald's or Burger King, like I said in the last video, or Subway, one of them, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You because you can put a system together and still make residual income, write a check for yourself every month, and not have to worry about punching a time clock. That's true. You can do that. But my guess is, like I always say before, that I say in my other videos, most of you don't have $1 million, $2 million to buy a corporation. I think McDonald's, last time I checked, to buy a McDonald's, you have to have at least 1.5 million, if I'm not mistaken. And then you got to go to Hamburger University for a couple of months or whatever, and pass their schooling, and then you get your location and all that. You have your own staff, you know how it works. And some of the other ones have things, prerequisites that you have to meet to own that corporation and pay those fees. But a lot of us are starting from scratch. We're building something of our own, you know. And when you do accumulate the money, then you can go buy corporations. But if you don't have that, I'm going to show you a cost-effective way to buy other corporations. Sometimes they can be existing. We call them self corporations, where you buy into a system. The person builds out the corporation for you. They get the EIN number. They do the foreign filing. Some of you, if you're in my in my other program where the Business in a Box program, where we buy the corporation and all that, some of you have been through that process of how to do the foreign filing and all that. It's pretty tedious work, but we have a team of people that do it. Um, for the purpose of building it out and getting you funded. Now, if some of you have credit challenges and things of that nature, you haven't been funded yet, but let's pray and hope that we overcome those challenges, because now just having a corporation is not enough. You need at least sometimes a 600 FICO, 650 FICO, 700 FICO, depending on what you're doing. But I'm going to show you today how my wife and I built 8 corporations. I'm going to show you the tax returns from 6 of those corporations on one filing, how we did that, how we got multiple funding. We got funded with, from 2 different major entities, other companies that came in and gave us money during the pandemic for a few of our corporations, and how you can do the same thing. Even though the pandemic is coming to an end, there's still money out there to be gotten. And you can take that money and grow your companies with it, right? So let's get into this, okay? So here's what I'm saying. If you want to create multiple streams of income, you must, and you want to get funded on each of them, you must be incorporated. So you just can't have a hole in the wall. You just can't you can't just say, hey, Jimmy, I've been doing business from this location, but I've yet to incorporate. That's not going to fly. You're going to have to get the paperwork, guys. Get the LLC, go to Secretary of State, do things the right way, get your EIN number, get your office, if it's a virtual office, get that information, because it's going to be critical for funding. All right? Grab a pen and a piece of paper. Let's get into this, and hopefully we'll be done here shortly, but this is going to be some awesome stuff. Let's start here. I want to start with my personal tax returns, or my wife and I, so you can see what we do and to see that this is very, very real. So this is, I use a young woman here. Her name is Rhonda Howard. She's here in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. She's been doing my taxes now for a few months, my tax information and my tax docs for 2020 going into 2021. I met her at the beginning of this year, and she's been nothing but the best. But in 2020, I started several companies. I bought into a system. I bought the corporations, built them out, made some revenue with them, and I was able to get all types of funding. But let's look at the taxes, because you guys heard me talking about it, but you don't really know how true it is until you see it, right? This is where we used to live here. I don't mind you guys seeing this. This is where I used to live in Covington. I don't live here anymore. That's a suburb of Atlanta, Georgia. 2020 tax returns. I actually bought this house in December. You guys know that. That's a different address. I don't live there anymore. So if you Google it, you will see a nice little home. But it's not, I don't live there. But now we filed our taxes late this year, okay, in August, because we wanted to find out how can we get write-offs, and what can we do to lower it down. And I'm happy to say to you, this is me and Arlene together, we were able to contact Rhonda Howard's the person that did this for us. She was able to refer us to a company that got our payments down to less than $500 per month Even though, look at this, guys, we owed $156,000, $156,876 in federal taxes because it's 33% of the gross income, which was $492,848. So this is one of the secrets of the rich. They never go and pay back all the money that they've made. In fact, we didn't make that. That was the gross income. We gave out over half of that back. We paid out a ton of that to employees. We gave away about $60,000 to $75,000 last year, which really isn't that much money. So there's no way in the world we were going to take and give them back 33% of that, which is $156,000. We know a company. If you guys want the name of the company, just let me know when you see this. Hey, Jimmy, how'd you get your payments down that low? I contacted this company through a referral of Rhonda. She said, call them and tell them what you can afford to pay. And like I said, our payments are less than $500 per month, paying back this big tax bill. This is one of the secrets of the rich. Okay, but it's good to show that we made this kind of money because when it comes to funding, it helps. But let's just take a look here so you can see the corporation, so you can see that this is real. Okay, let's take a look really quick here. I'm going to show you the blah, blah, blah. You guys see all that, but let's get into the nitty gritty so you can see the actual corporations. Okay. All right, corporation number one, applied certified. I have another video where I talk about how I purchased these corporations. All right, and I'll leave it somewhere in the description so you guys can go and look at it. But that's my first corporation, $119,000. Second corporation, EcoPack, $127,000. This is all gross income. Pardon me. Third corporation, Evolution Associates, that made $110,000. Fourth corporation, Your Design, that's my wife's company, $117,000. You guys know about Your Design if you watch us on Facebook. Pardon me, Epigee Design, $75,000. That's one of my wife's corporations. JW Acquisitions, we made $137,000 just from that corporation this year. Okay, and I have two other corporations that's not on here that we're working on now. It's the two companies not Evolution Associates, pardon me. It's Universal Lifestyle Ventures and Commonwealth Solutions. They're not on here. Okay, I didn't put them on here, but we're putting those together now. And you guys, I won't be able to show you all that, but that's basically the 8 companies that we had. That's 6 of them here, so you can see this is real. And now I'm going to show you guys how we got funded. Okay, so again, it was a pandemic, so that means that there's other funds that you can get, PPP loans and EIDL loans. We got some other loans too that I won't go into because they were more cash advance. MCA loans, merchant cash advance, which means they look at your bank statements. They'll fund you based on your bank statements. Sometimes $10,000 to $20,000, $30,000. If your bank statements are $30,000 a month, they'll give you up to, I think it's 50% of what your bank statements are. So if you made $10,000, they'll give you $5,000. And we got a couple of those too last year because even though we had the money that came in, there were times where we were still short on paying our payroll. So we had to make those moves. So the first loan I'm going to share with you guys that we got was the PPP loan. And we used a company called Square. You guys know who Square is, right? Let me show you how much I borrowed, how much I got. I'm going to show you in the email that I got that loan. I'm going to show you in my back office that I got the loan. I'm going to show you that I got it forgiven. All right? And then we're going to go hop over to SBA and look at some of the loans that we got through them. So I'm signing into my Square Capital account. Pardon me. I used to use Square quite a bit to do my transactions, but I have my own payment processor now, and I use another whole system. And I use PayPal. But you can use Square for more than one thing. So I borrowed a loan from them. You can see here it's very inactive. I'm inactive back here. But here's the loan here that I got. It's a PPP loan that I got from Square. Square was doing this heavily last year. PayPal was doing it big time. Blue Vine was doing it big, and another company called Cabbage. It was something else at the time, Cabbage, and they turned into another company, Case Servicing or something. But I borrowed a loan back, in 2020. I'm going to show you when I got it. And it's actually, listen to this, guys. I'm logging in here. This is my history. I got a loan for $20,583 for JW Acquisitions, and I got that loan forgiven. Look at this. Here it is. Your PPP loan is paid off. All right. So they deposited back on May 19th, $20,583. The forgiveness that I got was $20,715. That's a little interest that I got there. But as you can see, my company, JW Acquisitions, acquired $20,000. Now I got another PPP loan through PayPal with the same company. I don't have time to pull that up, but I got it with them, and I actually got that loan forgiven as well. Now, Arlene, my wife, she got the same thing. I'm going to see if I can log in her account and show you guys hers. All right, I'm going to show you in emails as well, because me and her, we do everything together, guys. We actually, you know, I had a discussion with her. I told her we got to show these people that this is real. We got to show our folks that this money's out here and it's obtainable to get it. So basically, that $20,000 is almost like a grant. Okay, here's Arlene's account right here. Let's take a look. I hope she has a couple of accounts. Let's see. Ineligible second loan, apply for forgiveness. Paid off. Okay, so she got a second one here that she got this year. She's going to apply for forgiveness very soon. But her first loan, look at this, guys, which was back in, let me move this, back in May, right, like I did, it got paid off. Look, May 5th. See that? May 5th, pardon me, she got it on May 13th, 2020, the $20,583. She got it forgiven this year, May 5th, 2021. So again, that's so that's two companies right there. I'm telling you guys, 20,000. I got 20,000 and 20,000. I got PayPal. I got this one, and my wife got 20,000. That's $60,000. Okay, and money that's basically free money because it was forgiven. She's gonna go in here real soon and apply for forgiveness again a second time, guys. This money's out there. You just gotta know how to go out there and get it. Let me just show you guys in the email so you can see that. So you saw where I got the original loan. You saw that. Here, they're telling me I'm eligible for forgiveness. This was back in December of last year, and I applied for forgiveness, okay? I applied for the forgiveness. I clicked on that, apply now. And let me just show you. So I got the loan forgiven. You saw that, but let's just show it in here. We want to see it again where I got the email saying the loan was forgiven. Let's see. Eligible for forgiveness. Let's see here. It's in here. Let me go with any of that stuff there. Hang on, guys. Applying now. That's not what I'm looking for. Trying to find where it says my loan was forgiven so you can see it. Let's see. Hard to find it. I got it here somewhere. Where is it? I want you to see this. I don't want to miss. I can't seem to find it here. I know I got it somewhere. I had it. Pardon me, guys. Where is this thing at? I don't want to leave here without showing it to you. I don't see it in there. I got something else in another email where it shows that it was forgiven. Let me see here. I have another email here. Oh, this is just showing where Arlene got the good email back on May 13th. Congratulations, your SBA Paycheck Protection Program loan application has been approved for $20,583. Same thing with me, guys. Let me just show you mine. Where's mine at? Here's me. There it is. Hey, Jimmy, congratulations, your SBA Paycheck Protection Program loan application for $20,583 through the Square Capital has been approved through Square Capital. So both of us got that there. But I'm trying to find the loan forgiveness. Hang on a second. Here it is. Is that it? Maybe eligible for loan forgiveness? No. Let's see. Where is it at? Forgiveness. Let's see. Loan forgiveness. I got to go back over here. Because they did send it to me. I want you guys to see it. It's in here. Let's see. That's not it. That's another PPP loan I was offered there. But give me a second. I'm going to find it, guys. I want you to see this. Because some of you are going, no, I never got mine forgiven. That's not possible. It is possible. So give it back in May, I think. Let's see. All right, so it says this is for Arlene, I think. Let's see. And my CPA was telling her, my Arlene came back and said, wow, that's good to hear that I was, I'm eligible for the forgiveness. But there is actually an email here that shows it, and I'm trying to find it. I can't seem to find it. Bear with me, guys. I got to find this for you. I can't seem to find that nowhere. I can't seem to find it. So what I'm going to do is when I get it, I'm going to make sure that I send it out to you guys. I can't believe I can't find it. I had it before. I cannot seem to find it. So let's jump over here. Let's close this out because that's too, I don't want it to be a distraction. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you guys some SBA loans that I got. I got a couple from different corporations, and I'm actually in progress now. Some of you may already be in the same pipeline to get funding again. But let's just log in here. My Universal Lifestyles business last year, saying I don't have permission. I got to get on the main page here. Where's my account? There we go. And the SBA sometimes has issues with their back office, but here it is. Here we go. So this is me here, okay, Jimmy Williams. One of my corporations was funded $59,000. That's the economic injury disaster loan. So you're talking 40,000 in PPP for me, right? And then I have another corporation, which is this one, got 59,000. So that's 60K roughly. That's $100,000, guys, I got last year. All right, so far. Now let's go to another account that I have here. I'm gonna log into my JW because I got money for JW acquisitions, even though I got 40,000 in money. It keeps inverting back to this one. Hang on. Let's go to this one. Let's see. There we go. Let's close this out here. It's keep inverting back to the old thing. It's gonna send me because they have this software where they're watching out for fraud and people log into your account. But to back up, so you're able to apply for EIDL loans, and you can do the PPP loans for each corporation. So far I've told you guys about 2 corporations only. Remember, we have 8 of them. I don't have time to go through every one, but half of them got funded last year. The other half did not, and they're still waiting for funding today. So let's look here. There's my verification code to get my back office. I'm going to show you guys that I got funded with JW acquisitions as well. Wasn't quite as much money for that one because of the numbers, but I got funded with it. Here it is. Let's log in here really quick. So you just saw the Universal Lifestyle Ventures. All right, there we go. Commonwealth Solutions. Now last year I got a decline, but I'm in something called reconsiderations right now, which means I can get up to $500,000 with this one. They want these documents to be filled out. So within the same account, I have more than one business. So I'm going to change the business. I'm going to go to JW Acquisitions and Development. Look at that, guys. I got funded $26,500. So me personally, with my 2 corporations, right? I got 40,000 PPP loans, one with Square, which was forgiven, one with PayPal, 20,000 that was forgiven, 59,000. Pardon me, I said that wrong. Yeah, 59,000. That's with Universal Lifestyles, and 26,000 here with SBA. All right, so technically I got 40, which is 2 PPP loans, pardon me, and then 26,000 with SBA. So I got about 66,000 with JW acquisitions. That's what I got. And then I got another 60,000 with Universal Lifestyles. So for me, only personally, myself, that's roughly 120 grand. Arlene got 20,000 plus another 20,000 she got this year. She got 40,000. She was denied the EIDL loan, but that money's, but she's in the pipeline to get it again. She's in, basically we call it reconsideration. So they're going to try to come back and circle back and see if she'll be eligible for 100 grand. Bottom line is, guys, we combined, me and her combined, last year got about $250,000 because I didn't go over every single loan that we got. But technically, since we had so many corporations, okay, when you have a ton of corporations, guys, you can make things happen. It has to be done right. Your paperwork has to look right. Your taxes have to be done legit. So I recommend someone like Rhonda Howard, who I use. If you guys want our information, I'll give it to you. Some of you already know her. But this is what you need to do. When you do this, you can go, and a lot of this money, even with the EIDL loan, I think I'm done with that. The EIDL loan, you have 24 months before you have to start paying it back. Right? And the SBA, SBA's been very lenient, been helping all of us out to give us more time. But you have time to build your businesses up. So I have another 4 corporations where I'm shooting for at least $500,000. And you guys who are already in my program, again, you know what I'm talking about. You've done the due diligence already. But I just want you to understand that this is the way to go. Okay, this is the way to go right here. If you haven't incorporated yet, you need to go ahead and take your time and do so. And even though if you do it this year, going into 2022, there's still going to be some other programs coming out where people who are fairly new with corporations can get this funding, because the pandemic is not really over yet. There's always more money to get. And as you can see, me and Arlene did it with our corporations, and that was able to catapult us to the next level. We're reshaping things now, and again, we put a lot of money into property and opportunities and things that we basically we're not liquid, so we have to hold out. We have to hold before we can see a return on investment. But if we didn't have this seed money to do it, it wouldn't be there. Right? Multiple businesses, guys. If you have the mindset of multiple streams of income, this is the first step. Each corporation, depending on what state you're in, you're looking at $100 to $300 to buy the corporation, get yourself fully set up. In Georgia to get a corporation is like $75, $80 and something like that, and then to renew it every year is $50. But to get yourself set up properly, EIN number, getting yourself a virtual office, getting yourself a professional phone number, all those things, a professional website, you're looking at anywhere from $200 to $500 to get all that. And if you need help with some of that, again, if you're not in the Business in a Box program, then you need someone to help you do it. Then let me know. My wife does a lot of this. I have a team of people. My wife her team builds the website professionally. I have someone else that does everything else, the foreign filing and all those things that you don't want to do. And then basically a foreign filing is when you buy a corporation in another state. You're in the state of New York and you're trying to buy a corporation from Colorado. You need that corporation professionally transferred over to the state of New York to do business in that state, and that's called a foreign filing. With Secretary of State, it can take sometimes 7-8 weeks. But we have all that stuff in-house. And I thought you would really want to hear this about multiple streams of income, because that's the season we're in right now. You really need to buy enough corporations where you can get 20,000 here, 20,000 there. Guys, if you have 10 corporations, you get $20,000 each. That's 200 grand you got. You take that money, build your companies, learn the system, learn your craft, and take that money and invest it into other income streams, other multiple streams of income. But you need multiple companies to do that. That's the point I'm trying to drive across. Hope you guys are getting this. That's all for today. I know this is a lot. This is what I've given you guys is 2 months plus 1 week of content. Going into the 10th week. We're in the 9th week now. We're going into the 10th week. We only have 3 weeks left. So diligently go back and listen to all of the content. Email me and tell me what you learned. There is a quiz in this email. At the bottom, you'll see it. So you got all these videos. Then you have the midterm quiz. That quiz was really ready 2 weeks ago. I'm getting it to you late. So you should have gotten this quiz in the half mark, which is the 6-week mark. You should have gotten it, but you didn't, because some of you guys were far behind. You had so much going on. You couldn't do this. You were like, Jimmy, I'm overloaded. So I'm giving it to you now. The quiz is going to be me talking to you. It's going to be a few questions, and you got to go back and do your homework and find out the answers to them and get them back to me. And whoever gets back to me with the best answers is going to get a prize. I'm not going to say what the prize is. You're going to be rewarded for studying and doing your due diligence. I'm so proud of you guys. You're amazing at what you do. I wish you all the best. And until next time, I'll see you at the top on the next video.